Hey, all right, everybody. Welcome to Crumpets and Comedy. I'm Pat Treuer, and alongside me is Mr. Dylan Mandlsohn. Yay! Hey, buddy. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. This is awesome.
This is terrific. This is my UK debut. How about you?
This is I'm very excited about this. I visited the UK one time to tell jokes. Yeah. And this is my second time 15 years later. So I'm very excited.
So with that,
it's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was good.
Oh, man. You, buddy, before all of everybody knows what's going on right now, you were traveling a lot, man. You were doing cruise ship shows, right?
I was. I have been busy performing on cruises. I was on a cruise and got kicked off a cruise, sent home. Which was insane. It's basically been my bread and butter lately are these cruises. And as COVID started to rise, I was like just determined, come on, stay on these cruises, because I wanted the money.
Yeah.
And, so.
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
And they threw me into the gauntlet of it. So now, before I guess I get into everything, I almost kind of feel like we should kind of introduce ourselves to.
Not a bad idea.
Everybody, I'm Dylan Mandlsohn, and I'm from Canada, and this is Pat Treuer from Chicago, Illinois. You have a Canadian and an American talking to you. I hope you can understand this.
Yeah. I know you want our viewpoints on everything going on in your country.
Yes, well, because we have done. I've performed to a lot of English, people from England, people from the UK, Ireland, and Scotland. So I love the accents. I love, you just talk like this. Maybe if we talk like this, you'd understand us a little bit better. I'm not really sure. You be the judge of it, of course. But it's really interesting, though. I find that really interesting because there is a discrepancy between which side of the world is speaking English properly, right?
Fair.
I mean, now the thing is you can understand what we're saying. We don't really understand what you're saying.
Agreed.
So that says that we're the ones speaking it right. Anyway.
The debate I've always had with anyone from the UK is it always comes down to who speaks English better. What's it called? English. There's the answer. End of conversation. Right?
Right. And then you get, I suppose this English sounds like English. It doesn't matter what we say. You're going to understand it. I'm like, yeah.
I'm going to tell you, the further north you go, it's just like, arr, arr, arr. I love it, but I can't understand a word of it.
Now, as we go along here, Pat and I, if you guys have any comments or anything that you want to add to the conversation, feel free. At the end, we're going to even have a question and answer if you guys want. So if you have anything, fire it out when you want or save it to the end. We're looking forward to getting to know you guys.
Absolutely.
If we say anything that upsets you, let us know. It could happen.
Yeah, let us know. Like any question, really.
We're not trying to. I feel pretty safe being, a little on the edge of your side because of the free healthcare. I'm sure you understand England. Pat, not so much. He's American. What are we going to do? He's in a tough spot.
Yeah. That's why we're number one in deaths right now, is because we removed everything good that should be included in the healthcare system. It's all gone because we want to just make more money. But that's I'm excited to be here, man. Yeah, and everyone watching, ask us anything, really. Open it up, there's nothing out of bounds here on Comedy and Crumpets.
Colin from the UK right there. Hey, Colin, way to break the ice, big guy.
Colin!
First guy there. There you go. Colin from Durham, UK. Hello, Colin. Nice to meet you. I don't know. Maybe that made more sense to you, Colin. I've been out your way. The cruises did take me out, close to England, Spain, so not at all your way at all. But it was on your time zone kind of thing. And the gauntlet. I did a gauntlet of cruises, and I don't know if anyone has done cruises. They're different. They offer different things, you know. Like for example, Holland America, if you're not aware, that's the oldest people on planet Earth on Holland America. Like on a 7-day cruise, not everybody makes it. You know what I'm saying? You got guys just walking in their, you know, just their walkers just going, this is probably the end of it for me. And he's been married for 65 years. His wife's on a slot machine going, well, if you got to go, you got to go. They don't care anymore. Holland America.
It's just like she's got her fingers crossed on her left hand with her cigarette and just ripping the slot machine arm on the right. Fingers crossed, like, I hope he goes so I get some of these young bucks on this trip.
That's right, because as soon as he dies, his wife is probably thinking, oh, she in 10. So they don't really care. You know, save a spot at the gates of the pearly gates for me. But it's cool. I've also just to give you background of what I have been up to lately. Disney cruise. I performed on Disney cruise, which was hard. It was really, really challenging. They want their comedy squeaky clean. I couldn't even say, oh Jesus, what was that? That's like blasphemous to even say Jesus. I had to learn. I couldn't say like God damn it. I had to say my goodness. Everything.
Oh my goodness.
Godmothery. Yeah, it was. I remember at the time I tried hitting on Ariel and she wouldn't break character. Every Disney character that you see there, they have to stay in it, and I couldn't understand it because I worked on the ship. I walked up to her and I was like, hey, how's it going? It's like, hey, swimmingly. And I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. I'm a comedian. I work here. It's totally cool. And she still wouldn't break. The closest she came was like she would like talk to me like through her eyes. She was like, listen, you can't talk to me like that. They're going to throw me off. I'm not a real fish. It was very bizarre.
Some people might like an Ariel not breaking character. That could be a whole new level of a fantasy.
It is. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was annoying. I didn't like make a friend at all. It was just everyone just like, how's it going? And I tried my best on that ship. It was years and years ago. I don't think I was fully ready to be as clean as they wanted, because no matter how well I did, they would just slap me on the wrist no matter what. I remember I was on stage. I made a reference to that I'm too tall to play Donald Duck. And some cruise director comes up to me after. He says, yeah, listen, you're not too tall to play Donald Duck because you're not Donald Duck. That's Donald Duck. And I said, just so I'm not completely creeped out, there's a dude inside that costume, right? And he's acting a little quiet, isn't he? Are you expecting the plastic mouth to move? I don't know. It was weird. But, you know, I survived it, and then went on to doing other cruise lines like Carnival, which are that's just some of the biggest people on planet Earth are on Carnival Cruise Line. I'm talking like dinosaurs in NFL jerseys are grazing these buffets. Like, it's insane. I'm not kidding. Just some of the fattest, dumbest people are on Carnival. It's Walmart on water.
Oh,
so,
buddy. Yeah. Did you see the comment we had there? So our fan said that he thought he'd turn into. Yep, there it is. I thought I'd turn on Ron Howard's live feed.
Oh, there you go.
That's probably the first time we've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gee, golly gosh. I don't know where I heard that before. That's weird. Stay tuned into my next directorial debut.
Oh, it's true. If I put on a baseball hat, I look identical. It's all right here.
Just, oh gosh, wow, look at that. That's weird. And I was listening to that Miley Cyrus. Yeah, one of my granddaughter actually brought her to me, and I liked it. I liked her music. I thought her music raised the bar for other strippers. I really do. Very nice.
Who are some other ones that you get?
What's that?
What are the other comments? People say you look like, or you are like.
Oh, I get the gay dude from Modern Family. That's always fun.
Yeah,
that's always an enjoyable comparison. Aren't you're like that? Like, are you gay? It's like, no, there's nothing wrong with that. But like, you look like you might be gay and famous and all that. Wait, you want to like hang out, make out, whatever, hang out?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, any setup like that where they go, there's nothing wrong with it. You're like, I'm not going to enjoy the rest of any of this conversation ever with this person again.
Yeah. When I was growing up as a kid, people used to. I don't know. I don't know if the UK would understand the reference to Mad Magazine. There's a character on Mad Magazine. His name is Alfred E. Newman. You should look him up if you don't know him. People thought that I look like him, and I do an impression of him. People go, "Hey, look, the kid from Mad Magazine grew up," and I go.
That's terrific. Oh, buddy. Oh, man, here. All right, we're going to do a little adjustment here.
Yeah, I think how's the sound quality going on right there? Is that do we have to try to change that up?
It is dodgy at best.
Dodgy, right? Okay. So
yeah.
Let's take a second here. I'm going to try it with.
Yeah, in the meantime, I'll go ahead and give it some forward.
Yeah, I'm going to try this. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, everybody. Dylan is getting the sound set up.
I mean, the one guy watching.
We're back.
Oh, we're back? Okay, so this
much
works
better.
Out good. Perfect. Okay. So where the heck was I? What was I talking about?
Oh, you're going on the gay guy from Modern Family as a lookalike, and then the conversation with
That's
that.
Right. That's right. That's yeah. It's I mean, you know, I'd like to think that I try to be good looking, but it's with those two comparisons, pretty hard. You know, people aren't just like, yeah, like I don't know, Tom Cruise, Kevin Costner, like not even close. Not even close. So.
I get Will Ferrell. I get looks like Barbara Streisand had a threesome with Brian Regan and Will Ferrell, and then birthed a 37-year-old man-child. I look like I sell mortgages to poor, like subprime mortgages to poor people.
Why would someone say Barbara Streisand?
It's just the nose.
I don't. Oh, the nose.
Yeah.
Oh,
the nose.
all right.
And the hair's getting longer now with long blonde hair.
Oh man,
I'm going to tell you something.
I think Barbara Streisand's a reach. I don't know why. Like, if it's a nose thing, why wouldn't they go Seabiscuit? Maybe. Why wouldn't they be like Barbara Streisand?
Anybody watching, feel free to just shout out what you think either one of us look like. We'd love to hear.
Yeah. By the way, what were we gonna call this show? We went with comedy and crumpets, but we were thinking like, you know, what was it? Ginger's.
Oh, the ginger effect.
The ginger effect. Look at us.
Ginger time.
Like I'm getting a sunburn right now.
2 hours, I'm fried, man. And
yeah,
I got an artificial light on here. It's a little much for me.
Yeah, and I think it's a. Correct me if I'm wrong. UK, is this a thing? Gingers is like a big deal. Where you're from? It's like, oh, he's a ginger. What I suppose that means? He's got no soul. Don't know. Don't talk to him. He's a bit of a weirdo. I'm sure of it. Is that the general consensus over there in the UK? Bit of a vampire, he is. Yeah, shine a flashlight on him, he disappears. It's nice. He has invisible children.
Is that basically the gist?
They don't sleep at night, though. Not at all.
Yeah, don't sleep ever. Really,
Ever.
they float above the bed. It's weird. But...
like blood-sucking creatures. Stupidest thing I've said all day. Oh man, buddy, you so like when you're doing the cruise ships, man, you were traveling a lot, right?
I was traveling a great deal. You know what? I have to say a lot of it is traveling into the United States, which I love. I love that country. You know, your country gets a lot of flack, but I do. I love your country. I hate getting into your country. Your security is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're right. And I travel. When I travel, I wear a hat for obvious reasons. What are you saying, Colin? I was thinking of Harry Mayhem off the TBBT. Colin, nobody but you knows what the hell you're talking about right now. I only understand the first part of that sentence. Speaking as fellow ginger, it's the H. What?
It's the H8 hit thing. I'm gonna go that it was a typo, unless 2 H's is a new way to spell hit.
Okay, or you sound the way you spell, and you may want to look into that stutter. It's one or the other, Colin.
With the
but
mild,
I would take care of that.
Mild case of the tremors while typing.
Yeah. You know what? Being a ginger might be tough enough, buddy. You don't want that stutter hanging around.
No, man.
You know what I mean?
The way you type is maybe you might want to get checked for a stroke on the left side of your brain.
You may want to, next time you're out for sunscreen, just look out for, right?
Yeah.
Look into that stutter medication.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you, Colin. I know I'm making fun of the only guy that's actually watching right now. So that's not cool of me.
One audience member.
That's not cool of me to do. Colin, you just sit tight, okay? You have a daughter. Can she watch too? That'll be 2 people.
Yeah.
I think there should be at least as many people watching as there are doing this broadcast right now. I think at the very least. Can we at least match the amount of people doing the broadcast? We do that?
Man, I kind of wanted this to be a really intimate show.
Hey, we got Scott. Ginger Canadians, though. Sheesh. Yeah, I know. That's really overwhelming, isn't it, Scott? Yeah, Ginger Canadians. Wow.
We gotta update.
Wait, but there's ginger Canadians too. That's too much for me. What is that? I can't even think clearly anymore. Honey, come here. Look at this. We've got a Canadian ginger. Oh my God! It's like we've rooted in different parts of the world. It's too much for me. Come on, easy does it, man. Oh my God.
Oh man, that's
sheesh. You actually wrote sheesh. Oh my God.
Oh man, buddy.
Hilarious.
All right, now we're back and hi everyone. We're back on track on Comedy and Crumpets with Dylan and Pat. So Dylan, you're talking about getting into the United States of America.
Yeah, and I'm getting in there, and the security guard's giving me a hard time because I'm wearing a hat. Right? I show him my passport. He goes, "Okay, now take your hat off." I go, "Why?" Because I need to identify you. You're looking right at me, man. Would you be shocked if I took my hat off and I was a black guy? Like, what's he thinking? Oh, here I am. Oh, where'd I go? Here I am. Where'd I go? Here I am. Where'd I go? This guy, he's supposed to protect the country. He hasn't even mastered peekaboo.
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
You get me worked up, man. You get me really worked up.
Oh, man, buddy, who are some of your, you do so many voices. It's so impressive. Who are some of your favorites or to do?
So the sun's gone. Oh, look at this. We got, Melanie Simpson. So the sun's gone. It's safe for us gingers to come out now. Melanie, it's never safe for us to come out. Okay? You come out when you see a moon.
Yeah.
You understand that? If you don't have to squint or adjust your eyes, don't go outside. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you can see clearly, it's not for us. You've lost the touch. I won't be cutting down again. Are these song lyrics there, Scott? I don't understand what that means. We've lost the touch. I won't be cut down again. I don't know.
Standing up for himself through Facebook Messenger. Yeah.
Oh, I know. This is great. Hey, Scotty, I'm just teasing, buddy. I'm just teasing. Don't put me on your hit list. Okay? I'm just joking around. Just taking a bit of a piss. It's all I'm doing here. Don't take it too seriously. No need to make that extra call to the shrink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just joking around. I mean none of this. It's all just for fun.
Joke.
Yes, Melanie Simpson. It's dark in London. It is dark in London. Then you can go outside right now. I know you're 6 hours. You're 6 hours. No, you're 5 hours ahead of me. You're 6 hours ahead of Pat here. That's right. It's 11:20. Thank you for the time check. Or are you just trying to tell us our time is up? I can't tell the difference.
I thought it was the same.
All right, it's time. Let's wrap things up, please. It's someone's else 10. All right,
That's the shuffle out of the party move.
That's right. You're giving it a try. 20 minutes. I'd like my life back. Thank you. Something new.
Crumpets. No more.
Yeah, I know. I know. Thank you, Melanie. No, you're sweet. Thank you for and it is. It's nighttime. Enjoy. This is our time. Nighttime is our time. All right. That's when we procreate.
Yeah.
I
thought you guys procreated during the day because you can't go outside at all. That's the only time.
No, we can't be around any kind of light. I spend the days under my bed. No, where are you guys? Melanie, if you're just joining right now, I'm talking to you from Canada. I'm in Toronto, and Pat here, he is in Chicago, Illinois, United States of America. Won't give you a zip code. There you go.
Yeah, I know you love that when I do it.
I do. It's
you grow more amused every blow. No, it's two.
No, it's two. Melanie, I don't. Was that a message to us, or was that for someone else? I don't know what that meant.
Or did you hit your turn?
Not really sure what no, it's two means.
Too damn
damn hot in the daytime. That's right. That's right. I got you. So Melanie, did you just want us to finish that first thought for you? I really aprect you filling us in on what you were actually trying to say there. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
No, it's two. I'm pretty sure they understand what I mean. It's kind of ginger code. So, you know.
We forgot. Every time someone makes a comment or asks a question, we got to do a voice that we think they talk in.
That's true. I'm using phones old and knackered like me. Phones old and
Well.
I don't want to be too disparaging to what I think they sound like. Phones old and knackered like me. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love the accent. I can't tell you the last time I heard someone use the word knackered. That's beautiful. I love that. I'm gonna have to start using that with my parents, who I'm staying with during this time, by the way. Oh yeah. Oh, Scott, you still at your parents' place? Just like before COVID? We know, but just checking. Scott, I feel every time I read what you wrote, I feel like I'm at some poetry slam, and I have no idea what you're really asking me. Do you know what I mean? Like, does it make sense to you when you say words in a row?
Yeah.
I'm a little lost.
You still at your parent?
Oh, that's right. Yes, I still live. You're an East Ender. Well, that's great, Melanie. I'll see you on the East Ender.
Terrific. We'll give you a shout.
But yeah, I get out my house.
Yeah.
Okay, so Melanie is a Jamaican English person. Get out my house, I think, right, Melanie? Did I get that right? Are you kind of Jamaican English? Is that how that works?
No.
Get out my house, man. You just left out man, but perfect. Perfect anyway.
All right.
Perfect anyway, believe me. Perfect. I do. I am staying at my parents' place during this time, and it makes stand-up comedy really tough. Pat and I are both stand-up comedians. You probably couldn't tell by this broadcast, but but we are. And it's really difficult because I'm writing jokes and I can tell them to my mom and she laughs at none of it. Okay, she laughs at nothing. I told her a joke once and she told me to start paying rent. That was her response. I think it's time to pay rent, Dylan. That was terrible. That was actually traumatic. Didn't like that at all.
In the safety of your own home.
Yeah. I think my jokes make my mom feel unsafe. I think that's the problem. Like, at least, I need rent money. But yeah, it's great.
Have you, Dylan, real quick, have there ever, like, besides your mom saying pay rent, have you ever had any run-ins with your folks about any of your material?
They're pretty cool with stuff that I talk about, but I don't. It's tough. Yeah, my dad has come to my shows and he's hated them.
Right.
He goes like, "Do you ever think of just doing like a character instead of yourself? You ever think of just like going on stage and being, acting like, like you're like a Rico Chico muchacho?" Like he likes when I do characters, but he thinks I should be that character. Yeah. He thinks I should go on stage and be like, "Yo, bro, it's great to be here tonight, man. Yo, look at all you people coming here to my show. It's fantastic." He's like, "Why don't you do that?" And I'm like, "Because they won't believe that I'm that." He goes, No, they'll believe it. You do it really well. Yeah. Like, Dad, I don't think people are going to think that I'm Russian, because that was a Russian accent, by the way. For those who, no, I'm kidding. It was Mexican. But yeah.
I had my mom go 10 months. She did a 10 month radio silence on me because of one bit that I did.
What was the bit?
The bit was how a woman requested me to choke her during sex, and I had never done it. And it made me really uncomfortable, but then I did it. I complied with the request, and I did it. And then it made me uncomfortable of how much I liked it. And then the big punchline is that I said, "Any wrestling fans, I became the John Cena of erotic asphyxiation." And I go, and his moves, he goes, and then I added the, right? So I forgot that my mom would watch my YouTube channel. And I had posted that set as I was working it out. And she just answers the phone. I called her just to see how she's doing. She just answers the phone like, "Hello, my sexually deviant son." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, you saw the new bit?" She says, "Yeah, erotic asphyxiation. You're out there doing that?" And I said, "Oh, Ma, it's happened a couple times." I was like, "Don't worry, it's not anything." She's like, People are dying from that, Pat." I said, "Mom, and never say this to your mother." I said, "I'm not hanging myself from a belt on a tractor while rubbing one out, Mom. Take it easy, And then just blow up the woman first. Yes, I did. Colin, thank you.
Did you blow up the woman first, Colin? What kind of crazy kinky shit are you into, man?
Yeah, you can't choke a blow up.
Hey, Ginger Gringo, ¿qué pasa? Right on, Melanie. That. I should have said that too. That's a good line. Hey, Ginger Gringo, ¿qué pasa? I'd love to hear English people try to speak Spanish. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué estás haciendo?
My favorite is watching Southeast Asian people speak Spanish because it always throws me off. Always.
So who is that? So who?
Anyone from the Southeast Asian region, Japan, Vietnam, speak Spanish.
Can you see if you can pull that accent off? Can you do that one?
¿Cómo estás? Nope.
Yeah, no.
Not even close.
No.
You try it.
Yo dice, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Yeah, I don't know.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think no. I can't even, it's even, yeah, I don't know. I love Spanish though. I love Spanish, Mexico, Spain, Italy, South Latin. I love that. I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just great. And they love me too. I'm telling you, every time I'm down in those parts of the world, they're like, they love me. They're like, "Dude, you're so white. Are you sick?" Usually I say a white boy like you is about to yak. Or he's just seen a ghost. Yeah, it's weird.
Are you sick?
Thanks, Melanie. I appreciate the verbal validation. Thank you. That was good. Thank you, Melanie. Appreciate you.
My friend, we're at the 30-minute mark, so we got to talk about the trends here.
Yeah, so what we like to do, Pat and I, is we want to talk about trending issues, and if you have any trending issues that you want to talk about too, throw them at us. We're here to discuss them. We certainly have a few ourselves. What's one you got on your list there, Pat?
Well, I read about a woman when Yellowstone National Park opened up. A woman was injured by a bison because she got too close to it. It's still under investigation, and the proper recommended distance from a bison is 25 meters.
Okay, now just for those that are from the UK that don't know, Yellowstone National Park is one of the most beautiful, untouched parks in America. It even extends into Canada. It's humongous. If you drive through, there's all kinds of wildlife there that are just they're unmonitored. They live their lives just the way that they are. It's like an uncapped zoo, if you will.
Yep.
So they got these like dinosaur bison type animals.
Enormous creatures.
Antlers that couldn't fit into anyone's living room. They're humongous, like moose type looking creatures.
Imagine strong, fast, like a stronger, faster bull. That's what I would say.
A gigantic bull with just enormous antlers.
Yeah.
And so you got this woman that's like, I want to do a selfie. It's gotta be a good idea. It's nice.
Yeah. Which first so dumb one, but also like the 25 meters. That's a substantial distance, right? Clearly, everyone in the world knows what 2 meters is right now.
Like basically the rule is if you can see it without binoculars, you're too close.
Right. Yeah, if you can see the eyeballs, which are about this size, too close.
Yeah.
Too close.
Yeah. A combative ginger Canadian has been trending for me each time I join you and Pat. Okay. Okay, so we've officially have given Scott nightmares. Is basically what's happening. Scotty, I apologize. I've gone way too far. Apologies. Oh my God. And then the comedian. He's everywhere in my mind. He's in my dreams.
Every time I fail at something, he's over my shoulder saying, "You suck." Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy, Scotty. Just jokes. So anyway, but this is crazy. It's a crazy story. This woman decides that she wants to take a picture with this dinosaur of a creature, this bison. Bison, right?
Bison, yeah.
Bison.
The American bison. There's no buffalo. Common mistake. People think it's buffalo. It's bison. Buffalo are only in Africa.
Yeah, like this is like bison is probably going to be the next Steven Spielberg movie. It's like Bison Park. Do you know what I mean? They're that big.
It's like they want to cast their revenge on all the early American settlers who got the train set up using Chinese slaves and then just picked them off one by one and decimated the population. Bisons are on a move when people are taking selfies. That's their opportunity.
You know what really bothers me is when a wild animal hurts a human being, and then the human being's response is like, "Well, we should probably put it down," right? Yeah. Like it hurt me. It's like, no, you're too dumb. You're too dumb to knowing that that tiger bit me. Yeah. Well, if you were close enough to the tiger, that's
you're
the
also
math of
holding
it.
Bloody meat on your hands. You were holding it, right? And saying, "Come here, little buddy."
Whatever. Like, I don't understand. Like, I understand animals are cute and furry and fun to pet, but whatever happened to just like not going near wild animals? How's that lost on some people? I don't understand that.
If we transferred the system of just putting an animal down to the human kingdom, and we put some certain things in place, like in a breakup, for example, like there's certain levels of breakup, and if someone goes too far, they really hurt me. I think it's time we put them down, right?
I think that is a solution to a breakup.
Stupid.
It's time to put it. We have to put. I had to put my ex to sleep.
Yeah.
It was a sad day at the vet.
She went out with someone else 7 months after we broke up. We only dated for 1 month. I had to put her down.
Yeah, some Scottish guys watching going, understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Totally get it. I had to put my girlfriend down at the vet. I'm just kidding.
Dylan,
Easy does it, Braveheart.
On the dating, what have been the highlights and the lowlights of the past year for you on the dating side?
Well, I mean, I had a girlfriend, and then we broke up. I think COVID's a tough time for a lot of people. A lot of people are suffering from this. This is actually another trending issue I wanted to mention. A lot of people. This just happened in Toronto at a place called Trinity Bellwoods Park, which is a huge park in my city. Thousands of people congregated. Thousands of people. They were shoulder to shoulder. They were sitting down, having picnics, basically passing COVID around like a joint. Right. Everyone was just like, "Hey, you want some COVID? That's really hey, can I just? That's really good COVID." Yeah, it was that. It's basically 19, what it was.
That's the 19. That's the 19.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, that's 19 right there. That's the good stuff.
Oh, how many people do you think were at the park that you were at?
Say that again.
How many people at the park? How many people do you think were there?
I want to say in the upwards of about maybe 8,000 to 10,000 people.
This was last weekend, right?
Yeah, this was like Woodstock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people showed up and picnicked and camped out as if there wasn't a pandemic going on. And I mean, I understand that Canadians, we love our sun. And it was the very first sunny day and warm day of our year here. And like Canadians, like we blossom with the flowers. I mean, when the sun comes out, Canadians are just, you know what I mean? And if that Canadian flower could talk, it would say COVID schmovid.
Right.
Because nobody cared.
Yeah.
No one cares that we're in the middle of this thing. So obviously the rest of us got really upset at these people. And like, I don't understand why people have a difficult time being quarantined right now. This is the best time in our history to ever have a pandemic. We have the internet.
Right.
We have Wi-Fi and Netflix and shows. You imagine if we had all of that, but we didn't have the internet?
Yeah.
Like it would we would be going insane, and I get that. Parents would be saying to their kids, they'd be like, "Okay, guys, you need to act out scenes from Breaking Bad. We have to do that." Like it would. I mean, it would be really tough. The thing that's really that really has upsetted me, really bothers me. Some teenagers don't even care. Like they're hanging out, they're going out. They don't care that old people might get this. I was watching this Dr. Phil episode, and this one teenage girl, I don't know if you saw it. She was like, "I don't care if old people get it. They're like gonna die soon anyway." And then she posts a picture on her Instagram of her licking the toilet seat on an airplane. Not joking. Not even joking about that. And then she went on. She was getting interviewed by Dr. Phil, and he's like, "So you don't care if old people die this?" And she's like, "Yeah, because you're all gonna like die soon anyway." And I'm gonna say that is how amazing I think we as humans are as people. Yeah. That is how forgiving we are. Because I'm pretty sure if a tiger heard her cub say that, she would have drowned it.
Right.
Which is exactly what I would have loved to do to this chick.
I'm gonna tell you, any person that licks a toilet seat has no problem licking some asshole. That's I'm gonna say
okay. That you know what that does make her more attractive.
Yeah.
But
we're finding the positive things about everything on
that's true. If there's any women out there that have no problem licking the toilet seat, that would be great. But you know what I think that like teenagers who are like, what is this? The English are stupid. Oh, my kids aren't going to school till it's safe, but the seasides are packed. I got no idea what really that means, Melanie. The English so stupid. Melanie, aren't you English?
Oh, I get it. I figured it out.
Oh,
Yep.
what is she saying? What's she saying, Pat?
I'm from Colorado, and I'm going to explain the Coloradoism. That if it snows 6 inches, they'll call off school. There's no school, and as a kid, you love it. As a family, that's a ski day. You go to the mountains, and the mountains can be packed on those days. And it's like they closed the schools because they didn't want people driving 5 miles in bad road conditions. But then you see the mountains are full of people who have driven 150 miles to go skiing. So she's saying schools are closed in the UK, but it's safe seaside. The beaches are packed because it's like, hey, we don't have to go to school. That's the one thing that makes us feel institutionalized and normal. That's closed. We're not educating. We're going to the beach.
Okay, so what we've just learned thank you, Pat. That's great. So what we've learned is that Pat is an English interpreter for English. So in case anyone doesn't understand anything in English, Pat will interpret in English.
Yes. Very
English.
Very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's excellent. Melanie, Pat has your back. You feel free. You comment as much as you want because it doesn't matter if I don't understand. I got an English interpreter for English.
I got 30 seconds into that explanation, and I realized it was already 20 seconds too long, and I kept going.
Fair enough. But it's just interesting to me that the entitlement of teenagers today and how they have no disregard for old people. They're like, old people are like, they're stupid. I don't care if they die. Like, they have no idea how frightening their lives would be if it was the other way around and we thought that about them.
Yeah. Like,
if we didn't care about them and didn't care if they died and had no regard for the kids and the teenagers, like, it would be Lord of the Flies meets Hunger Games. There would be, like, can you imagine, like, kids that would just be like, we would just abandon them. There'd be no school. Teenagers would be walking in packs in like malls with just wearing clothes that cover their privates. You know what I mean? Just sniffing the food court. Trying to avoid mall security.
I don't know if this comparison has anything to do with what you're saying, but it might. Is that I kind of like think that, there's pro-choice, pro-life. And like anyone pro-life, they should just allow these babies to try and just raise themselves and see what happens.
I think, a lot of kids, they. Oh, here we go, Melanie. Okay, so our schools will reopen because it's safe to be around 800 people, but our kids have to go looking like 1970 throwbacks because it's not safe to go to the barbers. Crazy times. Well, you said a mouthful right there, Melanie. I'll tell you that much.
That might have been longer than my explanation earlier.
God, yeah. So our time's up after reading that, Melanie. Yeah. Thank you.
We are at 5:40.
Thank you for. Yeah. Wow. That was
40 minutes.
Oh my Lord. Do you think you want to get that comment published, Melanie? I think you got a real novel right there. Have you looked into any publishers?
Ladies, that was great. We might have found our next Pulitzer winner.
Yeah. That comment needed
Melanie
chapters.
Simpson. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reading War and Peace right now. I'm going to go ahead and put it down and just see if Melanie has a vlog.
That was great, Melanie. Thank you. No, seriously, keep calling in. Don't just ignore my ball breaking. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
Yeah, just watching. If you make a comment, we're going to make fun of it, but then we're going to apologize. We're going to say, please like it.
Yeah, we're going to push it. That's the Canadian in me. That's the Canuck. That's what I do.
One insult followed by 15 apologies. I think that's the ratio in Canada.
Yeah.
In the UK, it's 1 insult, 0 apologies.
Yeah. That's right. What do you think the American ratio is? 2 nuclear bombs, no apologies.
It's 5 insults where the American is totally unaware they're insulting the other person. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With no apologies.
No apologies.
No apologies.
That's 5-0 ratio.
Yeah. I think that should be America's news. Welcome to America. No apologies. I think that
parentheses because we don't realize that what we're doing. We don't
it's
understand.
Bad. And I say that, and I love your country. You're talking to a guy with a green card, which after this broadcast will probably be revoked.
It's get out of here for sure, man. We only accept talented people. Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
I'm just kidding, buddy.
How about you, England? Will you let me in?
Yeah, I'll let you in. You come around the side.
Can I come to your country, England, please? Just ask your queen. Ask the queen. So we have another trending topic is restaurants won't allow people to use their restrooms, their washrooms or bathrooms. How do people say it? England, how do you say it? Because in America they say the loo. That's right. Can't use the loo. That's right. It won't let no flushing.
Don't let them touch anything.
Because you say, Pat, your country says bathroom.
Bathroom.
And yet there are no baths in that room at all. No baths. We say in Canada washroom. Yeah. Because at least that's something you can wash. Now the loo, that's not a name, that's a noise. Yeah. Let's be honest, England. You are off on that one. Right. I'm going to go to the loo. What?
So is Skip to My Loo just a song about someone happy to go to the bathroom?
Yeah. Queenie's half German. What? Melanie, are you going in and out of other podcasts? Like, are you not? What is that? Does that really pertain to us?
Oh man,
Queenie's half German. Just thought you'd like to hear those words in a row.
Thanks, Melanie. The bathroom. I do want to talk about this because I miss the safety net of having a public restroom available to me when I go for a walk. This is how my life has changed in the biggest ways. Bathroom has a bath. Toilet in England. Very specific. The toilet room. Yeah.
You mean you got
an icon?
You have like at a restaurant? Do your restaurants have a bath? Is that how that works there, Melanie? You walk into the Fox and Fiddle over there, and you've got here at the Elephant and Crumpet, we've got a bath if you like to. Yeah, wow.
That's a fiddle, right? No, fiddle's up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, Pat, go on. You were.
That's all right, man. So yeah, my girlfriend and I will go for a walk every day. And what we learned early on when we quickly found that there were no public restrooms, bathrooms, loo, insert whatever you call it, available. And, we have to go to the bathroom, not number one, number two. So we have to turn around and we realize, all right, we got to start waking up early. And when we wake up early, let's try and see if we can poop. And so we came up with this thing called the doo-doo dance, which is, I'm going to do it for you now. And it's exactly what you're going to expect it to be.
Okay, here we go.
Somebody know the rhythm. It's like the doo-doo dance. So you don't crap your pants. The doo-doo dance. Why don't you give it a chance? The doo-doo dance. Don't poop in your pants. The doo-doo dance. And then you do that and you push out like you're pushing out a fart. And it works most times. And most times is the critical word in that sentence. So Saturday, we went for a walk. Saturdays are our days to go for longer walks because she's not working during the day. And so we're going and we get about halfway there. And at the same time, a storm is coming in over the lake in Chicago. And a rumble just goes through the sky and just metaphysically just right into my stomach. I was like, oh no. As I said, we gotta turn around, right? We were going for 7 miles, but at the 2 mile point, I said, we got to turn around. We got to go back. And so we're walking and I'm picking up pace. And as I'm walking, I'm starting to sweat. And my girlfriend is starting to talk to me saying like, you're an adult. You do not poop in your pants. You can do this. Like, you're not an animal. You're a human being. And this is how she's encouraging me. And it's just like, I had the internal dam controls on lockdown, like the little gate, it was there and I was holding it. We got to my building. I'm up on a higher floor. As soon as I got in the elevator, my body said, internal control gone. And there was just one last fail safe. And that was squeezing my cheeks together. And I burst in the door of my apartment. And my body said to me, Pat, you have one opportunity to get your pants off and get the toilet cover up at the same time. And I missed that opportunity royally. It was like, imagine like a Slurpee machine or a spackling gun or a spray paint, like powered by a cruise ship engine.
Oh God.
Yeah. And I could feel it like ricochet off the back of the toilet and hit my back which is even worse because during quarantine, like we go for walks, but honestly, my body composition is changing where now I've got like my love handles have turned into another pair of butt cheeks. And so like, it was like my girlfriend could hear me and she just said, what can I get you? And I said, I need paper towels. I need a trash bag. I need rubber gloves. And I need the Lysol, please. And she came in and she opened the door. And when she opened it, it was so bad. I was so defeated in my house, just like head in hands. I went into the bath, like I went to shower. I had my hands up against the wall, my head down, like just tears coming out. Like I so desperately like wanted to be a migrant worker trying to return to India to get sprayed down with Clorox. It was,
oh my Lord.
And it took me a full hour to get back into the right headspace after that. And then it was that I miss public bathrooms so much. Like I'd lick a seat to get in if I have that situation.
Yeah. I'm sweating just listening to it. This story has been brought to you by restaurants that won't let us use their bathroom. So listen up, restaurants.
I'd rather lick a toilet seat than pay you money for your food after you wouldn't let me use the toilet.
You know what? Honestly, I think restaurants don't realize how important their I think the restroom is just as important as the food that they serve. That the usage of it, you can't walk into a restaurant. I think it's so important. It should be in the title of every restaurant. It should be, hey, where are you eating tonight? Oh, we're going to eat at McDonald's in restroom. Yeah. Where are you going? Oh, we're going to the Pickle Barrel in Lou. Like that's, yeah. I think it should be right in the title to know that that's how important I think it is. You can't walk into a Taco Bell and not have the restroom work. You can't just grab a bag of their food and the guy goes, "Yo, good luck, man." Yeah.
Oh, buddy, we're almost at our time here. We said we wanted to close out on something stupid that you saw recently.
Oh, something stupid that I saw recently. All right. Well, that's my brain's on overload on that one. What did you see anything stupid recently?
I didn't see it. I heard it, and it was from a conversation with my mom. We had this hiatus of not talking because of the whole erotic asphyxiation. So when this all happened, I called her up just to see if she's okay because she's 73. She smoked for most of her life, and she answered the phone just. And I immediately was like, "Oh no, this time's up." Like, and anyways, I said, "Hey, Mom, just checking in." She said, "Yeah, I'm fine." I said, "You have anyone going getting you food?" "No, I go to the store every day." And I said, "Mom, you shouldn't be doing that." She's like, "What? I'm not gonna get it." I said, "You're 73 and you smoked most of your life." She said, "I only smoked for 50 years." And I said, "Yeah, Mom, that's most of your life." And then she followed up with, she's like, "Well, I'm not gonna get it because I say so." And that wasn't a joke for her. And that is the stupidest thing that I've witnessed since this whole started.
Okay. Well, you obviously, I don't know if the UK has heard, but there has been now murdering hornets. Is that right? Murdering hornets are invading the US and Canada. And I, for one, am getting a little tired of people coming up for other words for immigrants. I find that's not nice. If we could just call them what they are. Yeah. Everyone. No, in fact, if we have 1 minute left, maybe there's a question. We can open it up to anybody. Anyone have any questions for Pat or myself before we wrap up our very first show here on Comedy and Crumpets? And also, we want to thank you for tuning in. All two of you, I think. Yeah. I think we have three. Do we have three?
For having us and everybody at Joke Pit. We're happy to be
here. Absolutely. Kane here at Joke Pit. Here we go. Elizabeth, our queen, is half German, is she not? Elizabeth, I appreciate that question, but that's really Googleable. I mean, like, do you have like a question for maybe Pat and I that Google wouldn't answer like immediately? I don't know.
Or one where we don't look entirely stupid trying to make up an answer for people.
Yeah, I have no idea. You're talking to the wrong guy.
I got no clue.
Is the Queen half German? Was wondering. Do either one of you know that? Half German. I actually think half Bangladesh. That's not a lot. That she doesn't want a lot of people to know. Yeah. That half of it is Bangladesh.
Yeah, I don't know. It's your queen. I'm still trying to figure out the whole dynamic between prime minister and queen, and then the vast real estate holdings of the queen and the royal family. I still don't understand how this has been allowed to carry on for so long. I don't.
We
I don't know.
we have the queen. Canada still has England's queen. We are still under the British Commonwealth, which just means we pay her taxes. That's the only real.
Also
thing.
means out of the two of us, you should have been the one who knew the answer to that question.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have. But I didn't. I don't know. Maybe she's like, hello, welcome, hello, England. And then, yes, it's time to take over the Jews. I don't know. I don't really know. It's just time we repeat history. They are all twats. Okay. That's romantic.
Twat.
Melanie, that's really nice. They're all twats. I think Melanie, was it fair? Do you talk like this, Melanie? They're all twats. That's what they are. The Queen, is she half German? I was just wondering if maybe one of the two of you knew the answers to the question. Is that how you, Melanie? Am I close? I'm close, aren't I?
I feel
They're
like
all twats.
the word twat
I do.
is the
She
onomatopoeia for a light clap.
Guten Abend, X. Yes. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad we've turned this very close to anti-Semitism. That's fun. I'm glad we entered that.
Position held.
Yeah.
Sure, we love everybody.
Yeah. No, just teasing. Just kidding. Everybody who watched, just know these were all just jokes. And if I made fun of you, I love you for allowing me to do that. All in fun.
Yeah. Live up to the ratio of insults to apologies.
So thank you again. Are we done now, Pat? Right? We got to wrap this up.
That's our time. Hey, everybody, thank you so much. Buddy, I had a blast.
I had a blast too. Comedy and Crumpets. Hopefully we'll see you again.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, everybody. See you later.
Good night.